Hey guys, Will here. Welcome back to Modeling from the Ensign's Chair. I did tell you guys when I got to the painting phase on this smoothie, it was going to slow down quite a bit. I've made some progress. I've been posting pictures on the one to sell. It's taken me quite a while to get the one to sell done, but it's even not quite done yet. I still got a couple more things I got to do to it. I did have some other stuff come in that I want to talk about. I'm going to start, when it's just like an incremental update, I'm just going to start doing like a 0.1, 0.2 instead of putting out a whole new. I don't want to end up being on episode 50 doing the painting updates on this. So this will actually be episode 19.1 because I don't want to do episode 20. It's not a major update. It's just there's a couple things that I just want to go over real quick. That's not really progressing the build any. So give me a minute, put you on the table, we'll get to work. Alright guys, so excuse the mess on the table. I'll get into this when I do my, I'm getting ready to do my episode for the original series Enterprise build, and I've just got some stuff laid out here that is a little bit of a mess right now. But anyway, so last week I took a trip up to Northwest, and I happened through Cheyenne, Wyoming, and came across a Hobbytown, USA, and went in and took a look around, and they had a really good selection of Model Master paints still in stock, including some of the ones I've had a hard time finding. Now I'd gotten the pale green already through mail order, which I was able to find thanks to some help, but I wasn't able to find the random tan and the navy blue gray anywhere online. So I went in there, and sure enough they had both of these in stock. They had a couple bottles, so I grabbed two. I made sure I left some in case somebody else needed some. But so I got all my colors now in Model Masters, and I don't really need to use the AK, which is a good thing I got them, because I did a little swatch here, and I don't know if this will be able to tell this on camera, but the pale green with Model Masters is noticeably lighter than the AK. And then I had mentioned before too that this AK paint is really thick. Compared to the Model Masters. This stuff here you can see is a lot thinner. That, you know, the thickness itself will affect the mixture ratio. So, but the pale green and the random tan is noticeably lighter. And like I said, I don't know if that'll show up on camera, but it's noticeably lighter in the Model Masters line. It's a little bit darker for AK, but then it's the opposite for the navy blue gray. The AK is actually lighter than the Model Masters, which this is more the shade you want. The Model Master that you got, because this is I think you lighten it a little bit with some flat white. I gotta look at the directions again, but this is for some of your accents, the color closer to what you want. Mainly around the officer's lounge window is a darker blue like this, not light blue like the AK brand is showing. So fortunately I was able to get those, so now I have all the Model Master paints that I need, so I can match these up correctly. And I just did some quick swatches, and haven't quite nailed down the colors yet, but I can tell already that it's going to be a lot easier, if you can see that, it's going to be a lot easier to match that up to the HDA ModelWorks decals that I've got for the Strongbacks. So I think that's going to work out a little bit better now that I've got the correct paints for that. So I'll be working on getting those mixture ratios, and as soon as I get them nailed down, I'll let you know what they are. I'll post it and put it out there. So I'm going to be working on getting those mixtures correct. I've been working on, like I said, on doing the Aztecs, and had a couple little errors. I've had some issues with, even though I've taken the mask and put it on my pants and kind of tried to remove some of the tackiness, I've still had an issue with it pulling some of the poly-transpar paint off. So I was kind of wondering, I accidentally, when I had ordered these, I accidentally had ordered the water-based. And you can see the WA on there indicates it's water-based. And I'm not sure if that's causing the problem or not, but what I did was the other week, or last week, I ordered the lacquer-based of the colors. So I'm going to try that, and I only did 1 ounce in the lacquer base for now. I really don't want to waste these, so I'm thinking maybe if that turns out to be the issue with these water based, maybe after I spray or after I spray the water base, maybe if I seal it with a clear coat, you know, if maybe that will help keep it from peeling up like I've been having the issue with. But I'm gonna try that out with the lacquer base now and see if I still have that same issue. I haven't heard too many other people having the issue with it, and I'm thinking maybe most people are using the lacquer base instead of the water base. But if you use the water base and you've had a lot of success with it and haven't had issues with it peeling up, I mean, I've made sure it dried. I've even had areas that have dried for a day or two, and when I went to mask them off so I could paint the other half of the Aztecs, it would still peel off. So you know, if you've used that water base and haven't had that issue, let me know. If you have had the issue, let me know that too. That way I know I'm not the only one. But I'm gonna try that out. I did get the replacement masks. Remember, I had made a little bit of a boo-boo on the pylon, and of course, once you get those masks on there, you can't. It's kind of hard to peel them off and put them back on because you got all these little nooks and crannies that come off on it. So anyway, I did get the replacement set from Mask Design, so I'm ready to go with that. And one other thing that had been holding me up on getting some stuff done was I had talked about before, I had been drilling, I'd gotten the window inserts from Lake Monster Models for the windows on the saucer section. And I had been drilling them out because I kind of wanted them open and I wanted to be able to fill them in later with my micro crystal clear. And that way when I go to paint it, I don't have to worry about covering those windows up. I don't have to worry about trying to also come up with some little masks to cover these windows with. But I messed one up and I've been waiting for replacement. Cass finally got those over to me. He's been pretty busy with everything over there, trying to make some updates and some improvements. Along with those, he sent me one of the improvements he's been working on is the deflector dish. And on the deflector dish, you can see here that if it shows up on camera, but he's made some more detail improvements. This is I think the original Don Light Magic molds, and on this one, if it shows up on camera, he's actually improved the detail on this deflector dish. So it actually looks a lot nicer. It's better, it's more accurate as far as the studio model goes. And on top of that, he sent me a reflector that is now included that goes behind your deflector dish. So if you want to light that up, you've got a deflector for it, which is also, it's got the hole in there for, let's see, I believe it's for a 3mm bulb. So like I've got a blue bulb here, and the 3mm bulb fits perfectly in there. So that, I think he's now including that now with the upgrade kit. So some good parts coming out. He's always working to improve those original molds, and I'm glad he's still doing that. So if you've got these parts and you're don't have the deflector dish itself or the reflector, you can contact Cass at Lake Monster Models, and he'll work out getting that out to you. He's been pretty good. There goes that. He's been pretty good about working out people have already purchased kits, getting them upgraded parts and that. So if you need any of the newer, better versions, get a hold of Cass over at Lake Monster Models, and he'll hook you up. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for the update. I just wanted to go over that stuff and let you know about some of the progress and some of the parts that I've finally gotten in. So until next time.